Hello students, welcome to JEE Physics PYQs. This is an official JEE Main 2026 question from laws of motion. At first glance, it looks like a simple inclined plane problem, but there is a twist. The inclined plane itself is accelerating. Whenever you see an accelerating frame, one concept should instantly click in your mind, which is pseudo force. In this video, I will show you the fastest way to solve this question, along with the exam trick that can save you valuable time in JEE Main. A small block of mass m slides down from the top of a frictionless inclined surface, while the inclined plane is moving towards the left with a constant acceleration a0. The angle between the inclined plane and the ground is theta, and its base length is L. Assuming that initially the small block is at the top of the inclined plane, we have to find the time it takes to reach the lowest point of the inclined plane, that is here. Before touching your pen, identify the important clues. The question tells us the surface is frictionless. The wedge moves towards the left. The acceleration is constant. We need the time taken by the block to reach the bottom. Notice something important. The question is not asking for force or acceleration. It is asking for time. That means sooner or later we will use S equals half at square. So our real job is to find the acceleration of the block along the incline. Exam trick 1. Many students immediately start resolving forces in the ground frame. Don't. Whenever the supporting surface itself accelerates, sit on the accelerating body. That is usually the fastest approach. Imagine yourself standing on the wedge. Now the wedge becomes stationary, but because your frame is accelerating, you must introduce a pseudo force. Remember this golden rule. Pseudo force always acts opposite to the acceleration of the frame, a0. The wedge accelerates left, therefore the pseudo force on the block, F, acts towards the right. This single observation is where many students lose marks. Now let's draw the free body diagram. Only three forces act on the block: weight mg, normal reaction, N, pseudo force, M, a0. Since the surface is frictionless, there is no friction force. Now resolve only those forces that act along the incline. Now let's find the effective acceleration. Gravity contributes g sine theta down the incline. Now think carefully about the pseudo force. It acts horizontally towards the right. Its component along the incline acts up the incline. Therefore, it opposes the motion. Its magnitude along the incline is a0 cos theta. Hence, the net acceleration along the incline becomes a equals g sine theta minus a0 cos theta. This is the heart of the entire question. If you correctly obtain this expression, the remaining solution is just kinematics. Whenever you see accelerating wedge, accelerating lift, moving frame, immediately think effective acceleration equals gravity effect plus minus pseudo force effect. Don't derive everything from scratch every time. The question says the base length of the wedge is L. Does the block travel along the base? No. It slides along the inclined surface. Look at the geometry. The inclined length S is L upon cos theta, because cos theta is L upon S. This is one of the most common mistakes in exams. Many students wrongly substitute S equals L. That gives an incorrect answer immediately. Now let's apply the kinematics. Initially, the block starts from rest relative to the wedge. Therefore, use S equals half at square. Substitute Ly cos theta equals half g sin theta minus a0 cos theta t square. Now isolate this t. T square is 2L upon cos theta into g sin theta minus a0 cos theta. multiply numerator and denominator by 2 and take square root. This will be t equals square root 4l upon g into 2 sin theta cos theta minus a 0 2 cos square theta. That gives time t equals square root of 4l upon g. 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta minus a 0 2 cos square theta is 1 plus cos 2 theta according to trigonometric identities. Hence, the correct answer option should be 3, but there is a typo error. This should be 4L instead of 2L. Now let's talk about common mistakes. Drawing pseudo force in wrong direction. 2. Forgetting to introduce pseudo force. 3. Using capital L instead of inclined length S. 4. Resolving pseudo force incorrectly, applying kinetics before finding the correct effective acceleration. Whenever you encounter moving wedge, moving elevator or accelerating platform, ask yourself one question: can I solve this in accelerating frame? If the answer is yes, your mathematics usually becomes much shorter. That's exactly what the examiner wants to test, not lengthy calculations. If this question helped you understand the pseudo force concept more clearly, try solving it once again on your own without looking at the solution. That single revision will strengthen your confidence for similar JEE Main questions. If you are following this JEE Physics PYQs series, continue with the next Laws of Motion PYQ, where we will build on these ideas and learn another fast exam-oriented approach.